My name is Ryan James Pearson, and welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded. We're going to be doing a final run that has only Infinite Spire installed. Next episode we'll have Infinite Spire as well as some other stuff installed before we rotate the mod list around. Pop that off and just upgrade. Just hit the upgrade on the zap there. Alright. Incentivized to do anything by the quest. Power and attack cards, hologram. Well, 3 attack cards, a rebound, and a hologram. That tells me claw deck, right? I'd love to do a claw deck. I haven't done a claw deck in a while. Especially not an A15 claw deck. Okay. Having that zap upgraded super early is going to be incredibly handy. I'll accept 1 damage this turn just to make sure that even if I get shorted on damage this turn, yeah, I still get the kill. Barrage versus the rebound? I'll take that rebound. Just the fact that it can put the zap atop the deck right now should be okay. It's good enough for me to take it. Speaking of, rebound, zap goes back to the top of the deck. I had lethal there if I just struck instead of defending. Dang it. You see a streamline this earlier just for pushing through elites. I mean, it does synergize with rebound, though. Does synergize with rebound. I may want to just upgrade either streamline or rebound just to get myself through fights faster. No, I'm taking a random relic. Mori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Really depends what shows up from this point on as to whether or not that was actually valuable for us. Okay. Got some good potions to go into a combat, though. I don't know if I just take a white noise by itself, especially if I'm kind of keeping my deck archetype open to doing claw stuff instead. Upgrade the streamline, definitely just for the damage. Then here, I'll upgrade the dual cast. Woo! So definitely explosive potion. Definitely double defend this turn as well, because we're probably not going to have good defense next turn. I'm hoping that we kill the frontliner, though. Damn it. That was going to require streamline if we were going to get the frontliner down. Okay, I can rebound streamline right now onto the midliner here. And that just gets us streamline back atop the deck. Beautiful. I'm glad to see those were paired up. Not where they were in particular, but that they were paired up. Pleased to see it. Sentry down. We take the Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards, as well as a Claw. We're off to the races. Satchel. At the end of a turn, retain 1 card. Or retain up to 1 card. Pantograph. At the start of boss combat, heal for 25 HP, as well as a Void Shard. Alright, I'm going to try and go for these 2 elites. We'll see. So my goal here is to get the zap in the next hand. So zap dual cast helps us get so much damage out. Beautiful. Yikes. 1 attack to the backline, 2 defends. Then it's streamline next turn hits the backliner, and then whatever I can hits the frontliner. Beautiful. Seek, almost definitely. Panache and Flash of Steel actually makes sense here. So does Glacier, because we're lacking a little bit of defense. But I'm looking at the membership card. That's a bad idea, right? Just not a good idea. I think I should go Juzu Bracelet and Block Potion, just so that I can try and live through the upcoming combat. So there's where the Poison Potion goes. I'll retain and defend just so that I don't draw back into it. Claw, Strike, that up as well. This is fine. So I know how I have lethal next hand. It is... Oh, wait, I don't have lethal. Damn. If I had one more energy, I was going to rebound Streamline, then seek the Streamline and play it again. That's it. Just dual cast, Streamline. Rebound should be enough. Symbiotic Virus at the start of each combat, channel 1 Dark. Very, very neat. Charge Battery and Self-Repair are both incredibly powerful. I'm going to take the Charge Battery. I think we just need, like, more immediate defense. Eviscerated and chopped by giant claws. I'll take the risk. Hey, beautiful. Paid off. Warding Shard. For each act you climb, gain 1 dex at the start of combat. I'm also going to dodge this elite here. Right. It's the Sentinels. Do I have too much? You know what? No. I'm going for the elite. We're going to take a risk on this one. So I'm not going to be able to dual cast that Dark Orb until I get next to my dual cast. Fine. Hitting that now tells me that 2 strikes kills the backliner. And I'll hold to defend. Just important that I always have one in hand. Okay. Let's seek out Streamline. I'll rebound, pop Streamline atop the deck, use Charge Battery for the extra energy next turn, and we should be covered now. Hell yes. Free combat for me. Alright, give me the option to retain some unretainable, well, not unretainable cards, but they are ethereal, so they burn if I retain them anyway. Pair. Upon pickup, raise your max HP by 10, as well as a Black Potion, FTL. FTL is a good way to get back into Streamline really quickly, but it's bad in an All for One deck, which is ideally what this becomes right now. I healed 25 going to the boss fight anyway, so I think I'm going to upgrade another card here. Let's get Seek upgraded. More of an instantaneous impact on the board. Oh, damn! Would you look at that? Rebound Streamline, opening hand. Alright, rebound, Streamline, I'll Claw, I'll also Seek to pull out the Zap and the Dual Cast. Zap and Dual Cast. Back to you! So, 150... So the enemy split, or rather would split if I attack them again right now. I'm gonna hold the strike. Next turn, I just strike 4 times to split the enemy. Yeah, that could have been a significantly worse split. Yeah, I'm actually just going to full defend that turn. I'm waiting for dual cast, as you can probably imagine. Huh. That's not dual cast. Well. Alright, I'll take this hit. That's fine. Triggers the Centennial Puzzle at the very least. Streamline the backline and dual cast for the double kill. Beautiful. 15 monsters this act gets me 2 Void Shards, as well as Reboot, Rainbow, Core Surge. Core Surge is the only thing that makes sense here, just because it's a good card in general. Well, I guess Reboot makes sense if we do end up going with the 0 theming. Yeah, Reboot makes sense. Never mind. I was wrong before. Got that for the Energy Potion, and yikes. So I can't take Snecko, obviously. I think I take Runic Dome and just use my best intuition as to what is the enemy actually doing at that point in time. Because I don't have cards like All for One or Scrape that are going to help me get a bunch of extra value out of my 0 cost cards in the deck. So I still do need the ability to play all of my cards that have a cost associated with them. Okay, So, it's been brought to my attention that not everyone is necessarily certain what I mean when I'm talking about going to this space and saying I'm going to Avhari. Avhari is the weaponsmith, toolsmith merchant for the Void Shards and exists in these black glowing shops. So I can go for a total of 1 elite this floor and get Avhari, or I can avoid and get a much better path. Way more question marks on it. Yeah, I'm all about those questos. So I know the enemy on this turn is just attacking for 6x2, so I'm already defended. I also don't want to put any of these cards back atop the deck, so I play Rebound last. Oh, look, they attack for 6x2. Who'd have thunked it? I'm going to play this Charge Battery. No, I'll play the Strike. Hey, perfect. I'll rebound the Streamline to the top of the deck, play a Claw. And I'll even seek out Dual Cast Zap here. And I'll play them in the opposite order. Yep, because the enemy is hexing me this turn, and then they're dead next turn, just the orbs already. Barrage. I mean, Chill is interesting, but it would probably push out my Symbiotic Virus a lot of the time. None of that for me. Ooh, chance to get a decent amount of money. I'll take a bit. Got to shop in a couple spaces anyway. Got to shop in this space, apparently. I think I take Streamline Apotheosis. Yeah. Just to help me push through combats. Cut a Strike. And then hopefully this shop doesn't have stuff that's way, way better. It doesn't appear to. That Doom and Gloom is probably the closest, but I still don't really want that in this deck. So I'm happy to cut just another Strike and then move on. I'll definitely take the Special Relic here as well, because the Jacks cycling through the deck is not a great idea for us. Okay. Zap, Streamline there, Reboot. I don't know if I play Apotheosis here. I definitely Streamline out. I definitely seek out Streamline and Claw. That's Streamline. Rebound from the top of the deck, Claw. I'm going to be gambling that the Gremlin Leader is not attacking this turn. There's a small chance that they are. Beautiful. There's an absolutely minuscule chance they're attacking this turn as well, by the way. Learned that recently. They had the ability to attack on a turn where their summons aren't on the field, if they just really commit to it. Alright, this time I'm not so certain, so I'm actually going to pop my energy there. Damn it, enemy wasn't attacking, so that was all for naught. Come on, dual cast. Damn it, dual cast would have been both of these kills for me. Fine, I'll cycle that out, it's okay. Again, the enemy decides not to attack. That's actually kind of enraging at this point. Thankfully, they're dead. Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. We do that a lot. And a pre-upgraded genetic algorithm. You know I like that card. I don't want to lose that much HP, so I'm going to take the curse, and that's going to get negated by Omamori. Apotheosis is the most important card to smith here, just so that I can definitely play it. Back in preparation, at the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Ooh. Do I? Because they would all be upgraded by Apotheosis, and that's kind of like a lot of defense. I'm going to do it. It's a weird one, though. It's definitely a little bit of a weird one. Let's upgrade Reboot so that we can dig for Apotheosis with it if we're desperate. Necronomicon. Okay, so that Omori negated the entry of the Necronomic Curse to the deck, by the way, and because it was prevented from entering rather than removed from the deck, it just doesn't spawn. This is the only way to escape the Necronomicon curse, by the way. And now, dual cast will just double cast. Ain't it beautiful? I'm going to retain the genetic algorithm because it's really important I play that. Then bite at the very end. It's another claw. I mean, we still are supposed to be, at the very least, a claw deck. The enemy on this turn is maximum doing 24 damage. If I charge battery, I'm still safe against that. So I'm going to rebound Streamline. That'll play twice. I'll charge battery and zap at the very end. Keep a bite. Okay. Let's Apotheosis first. Genetic algorithm obviously has to go out. So does the bite. I'm thinking we just throw everything out here and then reboot. We may end up pushing for lethal off the back of this. So, Streamline dual cast. Gets us pretty close. That's okay. So, 24 is still the max that the enemy can be attacking for this turn. Yeah. We still end up out ahead. Warpaint will upgrade 2 random skills as well as another claw. Hell yes. All right. We're in. We're in on this one, I feel. I'll rest here just in case. So, rebound Streamline. That immediately goes back to the top of the deck. Play Zap. I'll charge battery and hold the reboot so that I can play it after a worse turn. Enemy had no guarantee to do anything specific there, which is why I didn't walk you through what they were going to do. So these bites are kind of like after the fact healing for me. It's letting me run a little bit more aggressive, not care too much about my HP at this point in time. All right, here's where a reboot comes in handy. I think I hold on to this dual cast basically as long as I possibly can, though. What can Seek even get me? 2 claws. No, get me Rebound and Claw. I'll put back atop the deck. We have way more energy than we have draw right now, so things like Skim or Scrape are extremely valuable for this deck at this point in time. So the enemy is now purging all of their debuffs, so debuffing them this turn is not particularly effective. Like, I can play out everything here, but it's not going to matter. So now the enemy's entirely purged. They're probably dealing... So I'm weakened. I'm going to say 24 times 2 right now. Unfortunately, I don't have the enemy weakened. I think I might use a black potion to dig for defense, just in case I'm wrong on my calculation. And we do get defense. Beautiful. Yeah, that was kind of essential. 28. It was 28. So that would have been lethal without any defense, but as it stands, I was going to be fine anyway. Goodbye, champ. Give me an awful one. Come on. Just one makes this deck so good. Damn it. Echo Form is pretty good for all the claws incrementing their value and blah, 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 blah. Ugh. Coffee dripper. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can only rest at rest sites. That makes a lot of sense for us. Makes a whole lot of sense for us. Why? Because we got all those bites in the deck. We really ought to not rest. So this path on the left has a lot of upgrades, but I don't really need those as much as I want question marks. And definitely this space. Okay. Let's rebound, streamline the backline for the insta-kill. I'll seek out the same streamline again, as well as a charge battery. Streamline kills there. And we full defend. Just got to make sure that I play the genetic algorithm before we actually get a kill here. So I knew that the exploder was very likely to be attacking on turn 1 there. Not completely guaranteed, but quite likely. Is it not completely guaranteed? It might be completely guaranteed. I'm going to take the cool-headed literally just for a little bit of extra draw. Okay, on the first turn, the enemy is attacking for 11 or 16. Depending on whether or not they're putting burns into my draw and discard pile. So let's see what they're doing here. 11. And they put the burns in. Neat. So you can see that born in the world. There's another claw. It's up against cool-headed and overclock, though. Take cool-headed. Lean into that whole style of build. Definitely not spending that much on a red mask. Don't dare decay me. Woo! 300 gold. All right, I can get down with that. Hopefully I actually have a shop that I can spend it on. Let's pull out genetic algorithm and streamline. Genetic algorithm first. I'm gonna streamline the backline, just insta-kill it. And keep the charge battery. Yeah. Damn it. Still ended up taking damage back myself. Okay, if I reboot at the end of all of this, get extra energy. Oh god, really? No defense? Ah. Yikes. Hopefully I don't get attacked here then. Beautiful. It wouldn't have made much sense if we got attacked there after the turn where the spiker had already attacked, because their whole thing is building up those spikes. Beam cell. I mean, having a single beam cell in the deck would be really useful. We have no vulnerability triggers yet. Like, it's just a little bit sad, frankly. Okay. I don't know if I need enough extra energy to consider taking the nuclear battery or the philosopher's stone at this point. Transforming all my strikes in defense, I mean, that's just defense. It seems like that's going to leave me high and dry without enough defense. Gain 1 intangible, convert all block into strength, and then lose that strength at the end of your turn. That upgrades to be 0 costs. Ooh. Yeah, let's take the best defense. I haven't played with that yet. I think it's going to be really good. We also get the Mercury Hourglass. At the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. And now I think it's probably time for me to remove a Zap from the deck. It's just no longer an exciting draw. Okay, cool-headed. Draw is the most important thing to upgrade so that we can get to Apotheosis to have everything upgraded. Ornamental Fan, every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block, as well as a glowing Tesseract. I'll take this. Violence is so good for us. Those less so. And Master of Strategy is incredible. I am so glad that I went to that space. I just picked up so much draw. You know, the thing that I was saying is wrong with this deck, that we don't have all of the draw. We now have all of the draw. So on the first turn, the maximum is 18 incoming from the Nemesis, doing a 6x3 attack here. So if I pop a defend and a cool-headed, I should actually be comfy here. I'll also hold Echo Form. Yeah. Echo Form time. So the enemy now can actually swap to doing 45 straight damage to me, but it's unlikely that it does that the turn after. That said, I should probably still just play the best defense just in case. I'll also violence just because I am looking to increment my claws. Great. And we'll retain Streamline. Gonna be real good next turn. Damn it. See, this is one of the scenarios where the Runic Dome is going to be heavily, heavily limiting us. Very hopeful the enemy's not going for their big attack this turn, but if they are, at the very least, we did cobble some defense together. Okay, alright. So I just played both of those, and the first symbol disappeared. I wonder what's just happened. Has that caused some sort of a problem? Hang on. Decreases attack damage by 0? I think I'm just getting erroneous power symbols down there at the bottom, regardless of whether or not they're actually active. Thankfully, I'm still intangible. I love that I can just become intangible on any turn. It's so good. I should have cut the rest of the defense from this deck in retrospect. Lantern start each combat with digital energy, as well as extra stuff I don't really care about right there. Yeah, I don't think I care about any of these at this point. Yeah, I have to go to the shop. I have to. Ooh, upgrade all cards you can no longer heal. That seems like a bad idea. Also entirely unnecessary. We already have Apotheosis in this deck. Sure, we don't necessarily always have Apotheosis immediately, but we get access to it pretty quickly. I say as we get access to Apotheosis. Okay. What do I want to retain here? Let's retain Streamline. So we get to double player defend, then beam cell, pop that immediately back atop the deck, draw into it and cast it as well. Whew! Absolutely brutal. The Guardian just being shredded. Well, hang on. Here, surely my goal is actually gain as much defense as possible and then pivot. Excellent. Duvudol, free to curse unit X, start each combat with 1 strength. That only affects us for 1 because of the strength, the curse that's permanently included in the deck here. You can have 81 gold. I feel like that's the thing I'm going to need the least there. Well, this is also the thing that I need the least here. Preserved Insect. Enemies in elite combats have 25% less HP. There are no more elite combats. Thanks, game. Whenever you shove your discard pile, gain 6 block. Love that. Love the Master of Strategy here as well. Cut a natural defense. And I think I'll drop the Flex Potion. Yeah, for the Power Potion. This could be a good final fight. Again, my most important upgrade is draw. Ooh. Echo Form and Genetic Algorithm. I love that combo. And another Echo Form, of course, just for good measure. Hold on to the Apotheosis. We've got this. Shouldn't have double stacked Apotheosis there. That said, this Seeker's going to put infinite cards in my hand if I can't play it. I'll play the defend first though, just because I'm a little bit scared. Alright. So they're only on 10 apiece. It'd be a lot worse. Double beam cell. Triple streamline. Violence the cards out of the deck so that I can do it a little bit more as well. Rebound, claw. Charge battery, and then I should be able to seek into claw defend. Throw out a claw for the very final time and hold the master strategy. I'm hoping the enemy is not attacking too big this turn. Okay, that's not that bad. Very, very pleased to see it. Double up the bite, then double up the master of strategy, getting me basically every card in hand. Defend, throw out a best defense, and now we should be able to go very, very, very aggressive here. To the point of possibly even killing. Yeah, that's a kill. The best defense, as it turns out. Incredibly good offense. 30-47. Sorry, 13-47 rather there for our total score. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.